we would not have made it far without your grace. My men stand ready. Say the word and we will make for Fort Astra. It is time to catch these wine thieves.
Hey. Na szevasztok, itt vagyunk a Witcher 3 hatodik részében. Folytatjuk a kis kalandunkat. Ugye ott tartottunk az előző résznél, hogy kiderítettük, hogy ténylegesen bort loptak, és hát loptak el ez a marha. És jönni fognak még egy adag borért, amit most mi fogunk elvinni Fort Astra-be. Astra erődbe, hogy helyesen beszéljünk. És kb. Megfingatjuk őket.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Pár órával később ugye meg is érkeztünk.
Relax. Now we wait.
És most várunk. Hát azért ezek vannak egy páran.
Our favorite vintner.
Szevasztok, fiúk! Kell a bunyó? És kaptok.
It's not him.
Hello! Ezt benyaltátok.
We'll teach you discipline.
Hát ezek nagyon könnyen menek. Jaj. Ezt nem vettem észre. Oké, akkor még egyszer. Egész innen. Na, akkor most csináljuk ezt egy kicsit óvatosabban. Ugye megint nincs HP-m. Hopp, egy lefejezés! Na végre. Még egyszer. Gyerünk már! Megyek én az íjászokra, mert azok fingatnak itt meg minket. Király volt, bakker! Leszettem az íjászokat, most már mindjárt sokkal könnyebb. Ez a szó még. Jó, ez is meghalt. Hát ez kb. Ennyi volt. Így azért most sokkal királyabb volt.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Á, zsír,
Let's
egyet
ask him a few
elkaptuk.
questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Azt mondja nekünk a csávó, hogy tévedett velünk kapcsolatban. Hát igazából nem volt
Well,
oka, hogy
had no reason to
bízom
trust me,
bennünk.
and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Itt a csaj.
Wait, she here?
I hope you did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
Jó, ugye azt mondja, hogy vigyük neki oda a rabot, és ki akarja kérdezni.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
Közben szépen át van lévő egy nyíllal.
Dog, they say he plowed your mother.
Ezt inkább nem fordítom.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Ajaj. Szívassuk meg egy kicsit.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let them!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Hát így már rögtön beszél.
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Hogy hova viszik a hordókat, azt nem tudja.
Who hired you?
Lássuk, ki bérelte fel.
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian.
Cintrian.
Don't know anything else.
Akkor most már biztos ő lesz az első számú gyanúsítottunk. El kell kapni.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Húzzunk.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Igen, elalszunk.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Sintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Sintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Sintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still
Ugye
know
meg
our
kell
blackmailer's
találnunk az
identity.
Intrient per ő felelős
Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings.
gyilkolásokért.
Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Közben jön valaki.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Sintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a
Ez a
hefty
szintén egy
bounty on
egész
your head, Geralt.
csapat, nem csak egy ember.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There,
Egy
fate enters
kéregető
again.
a
A waitress recalled
ez
spilling
a
wine, and a
raktár,
nobleman who spoke with a
de őt is csak
Sintrian
felbérelte
accent.
valaki, miközben
What did he look
kéregetett
like?
az utcán.
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Sintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Very.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Sintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Mi az a
The
Mandragora?
Mandragora. What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and
Szóval egy
dancers.
helység.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Centrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Centrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Csak húzom hát, hogy mi van. Jó. Közelítem
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Vigyük. Itt van valami veszt. De nem lehet használni. Fuck. Nem.
Audacious rat, the Centurion. But we'll get him.
Igen, itt ki tudok jönni. Wow.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Akkor az nekik most nem kell. De az ilyet én azt megnézem. Ez király.
Audacious rat, the Centurion. But we'll get him.
No one gives a...
Másokkal kell ezt a ruhát felvenni. Mi ez? Nem. Ide.
Poor folk.
Bocs, sietek.
Keep calm. Start no pros.
Ó, fogalmig nem jó fele jövök. De itt befordulunk és jó.
You deaf or you deaf?
This is Beauclair, not some fool-witted.
Fúss, Geralt.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
ez nem ruha volt mondjuk. Hoppá. Oké. Jaj, kell beszélni a csávóval.
Sacre bleu! It's a crime. You're from the north. That's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
Melyiket vegyük? Legyen. Ez, meg ez. Nincs elég pénzem a picsába. Akkor el kell adjak valamit. Ezeket az aranycuccokat eladom. Ez mi ez? Mennyibe kerül? Zsír. Köszi.
Thanks. I think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
Na és akkor csapassuk fel. Így, és így. És így. Hát tiszta jól nézünk ki.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Nice tune.
Reginald Dalbury has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now. Oh.
És akkor hol van itt a csaj? Ja, hogy cinematik megint. Jó.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Késik a csaj megint. Ajjaj, de kiöltözött, bazd meg.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but just
Még
one
nem
other
tetszik.
detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Menjünk
Let's go.
befele.
Soiree started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find this Intrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
We
Térjünk
were
a
really
lényegre.
hoping to meet Cecilia Belant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
Milyen kis
It cannot be
fülvalójon a
easy to identify
buzinak,
anyone in
bazzeg.
this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Orhideát visel Cecilia hajába, azt kell keressük.
Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress, there on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Centrian.
Na, hol kell itt lemenni? Ennek nincs semmi a hajában. Az, hogy be van baszva.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. Paintballs, cast them at canvas.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
You another art?
Ezt kell hajgálni. Fuck, ezt miért nem tette oda?
It's not a landscape you give them. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see.
Prince Monster. Unfortunate, ruinous to the entire community.
Scarlet crimson oxblood. Nice lips, full sensual parted lips.
Fingom nincs, hogy mi akar ez lenni, de hát hogyha már rá kell csinálni, akkor csináljuk meg.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Itt még nincs kék.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil, and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil.
Na jó, köszi.
And defiance.
Itt egy levél.
It's all about two things, coin and copulation.
Ez valamilyen stage play. Na jó.
Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but
Pedig itt.
blah blah blah. Avant-garde pretentious.
Na jó, mindegy, hagyjuk
For all
akkor.
sorts of
Hogy itt fel lehet menni? De, hogy lehet. Vigyázzál, helyet, picsa.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
Shush.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Ah, az nem Cecilia.
Orchid, confused me.
I told you not to move.
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur. I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
A kis csíra már mennyit ordibál. Jó. Hopp. Oj, szerelmes
Love
vagyok.
letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, my
Oj, itt
Amanda.
van kaja. Van
Drifting across the
kaja.
firmament of my life. Treacly refuse.
Ez az.
Color is Spanish. It is irrelevant to its ultimate meaning.
Ó, ne figyeljetek rám, én csak a kajákat csórom el. Máshol nincs kaja.
It must be something famous and terrible. Such talent. Exceptional, true. Would I ever love to
Itt is van valami.
Hit a fist tag. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to call it.
Jó.
He must throw off the
Valahol
mantle
még
of
kell legyen valami.
venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Itt fent az emeleten. Ez is itt be van baszva előttem.
It is irrelevant to the work's ultimate meaning.
Vigyázz már, bazzeg, hát nem hiszem el. Hopp, itt van valami.
Someone
My
left their
lawn.
loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone fleeting it once.
Még valami.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Jó, szagot fogtuk.
Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Vigyázz már, be vagy baszva.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
Meg vagyunk.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace,
I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito. On state business.
A csávó felismert minket, ez 15 évig dolgozott a csajnál.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Így van. Jól is teszed.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, the black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Kösz.
Upstairs.
Na, menjünk akkor upstairs. Melyik ajtó? Ez. Na,
That must be Cecilia.
ennek elcsapták a torkát.
No pulse. We're too late.
Se nincs
He
pulzus, hát
slit her throat. The brute.
el van basszva a torka.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Bloody handprint. It's his.
A csávó jön
Tore
ki.
down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too.
Nem tudom kibaszni. Hopp. Fordulj már oda, baszom.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, and stepped in the soil.
Meg vagy.
Must have climbed this ladder.
Melyik ladder?
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Blood stains. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard and sank to the floor. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it.
Jó, az volt a nyakláncon.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room.
Á, itt a
Hunting
kés.
knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Locked. No key in sight. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Nem az, ez.
Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
És olyan, ha én is kiugrok. Fasz, nem tudok. Ez is zárva. Amilyen túrót nézek meg még. Hopp.
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Ezt a szart se engedi csinálni.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle.
Na zsír.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Ja, szintén esetett ki az ablakból, mert még ő mindig ott van. És az arany még mindig ott van.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then.
Ez
I knocked
intézte
the
el a
weapon out of
csávót.
his hand and pushed him hard. He...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
Beszarás.
Claimed the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
Mitől ilyen értékes ez a...
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Oriana, everything we discussed here,
Megyünk.
hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Ajaj. Ez a Kures partnerje.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the
Ugyanaz a
same ink,
papír,
too.
amelyikre az áldozatok nevei voltak írva.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
Lehet, hogy a csajt akarják
My
kinyírni.
sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
Van egy
She
lány
left
tesója.
court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy.
Szóval lehet, hogy
I've
ő a
not seen her
támadó.
since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Mások miért volt ő
What did your sister
eltiltva?
do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Átkozott a
Parents run
csaj.
afoul of some mage?
Királyság.
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother.
Az igen.
She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her.
Jó, és
No
találjam ki,
matter
hogy
what
néz
she
ki.
did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were
Hoppá, ott
involved
van
there.
Detlef is.
And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's Hunt.
Ah, yes.
Csatlakoznak
Splendid.
hozzánk.
But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Seem surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might the monster wish to apologize to a witch?
Ez ura, hogy harmadik személybe beszélnek
There are times
egymással.
there is no choice when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
Lehet, hogy hülye volt, hogy idehozott
He's
Detleffot.
dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract two women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine.
Ja, magunkba
I shall
akarunk
see
menni
to
a
Detlef.
kastélyba.
Good luck, my friend.
Kösz, barát.
Splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Persze.
You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix's mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Jó, szóval a csajnak az emberével fogunk lecsapni a kastélyra. Na oké, és ez a rész ennyi lett volna. Köszönöm szépen a figyelmet mindenkinek. Aztán jövünk a továbbiakban a végigjátszás következő részeivel. Hát, és közben level 49. Ez zsír. Szevasztok!